And as the sun sets over Robbinsville, we're live here at Modell Walsh Memorial Stadium. Bob Colvin Field's hosting the first round of the 1A state playoffs tonight. Welcome to Facebook Live. This is the Black Knights versus Winston-Salem Preparatory Academy. The Phoenix are in town for a rematch from last year's second round playoff matchup, which we will talk about as the evening goes along. Kevin Hensley with you on the call tonight from the Graham Star. And once again, we thank you for tuning in here on the Graham Star Facebook page. This game tonight sponsored by Adams Lumber Company and Lovin Contracting. Back with you in just a few moments for the Star Spangled Banner, the opening ceremonies, including the opening coin toss, and, of course, kickoff as we begin first round playoff action tonight here in Robbinsville. Stay with us here on Facebook Live.
Ladies and gentlemen across the stadium, if you would please stand. Let's stand, bow our heads, please remove all head covering for a moment of silence led by Robbinsville High School freshman Isaiah Brown, and please remain standing as our marching Black Knights perform the national anthem.
Dear Lord, thank you for today and for the opportunity for these two teams to meet in the field of competition. Give each player the courage to play the game in a manner that is pleasing to you. Thank you for the gifts and abilities you have blessed them with. I pray that they may use them to glorify you. Help us all to have good sportsmanship. I pray a hedge of protection over our stadium and each person traveling home tonight. Thank you, Lord, for your mercy, grace, and the free gift of salvation. We love you and praise you. In Jesus' name, amen.
That's good. Real good prayer you had out there.
And a great job by our marching band. We'll be right back, folks, for the opening coin toss here in just a few moments. Stay with us. First round playoff action at 7:30 here on Facebook Live. And as Robbinsville's captains make their way to the 50, we welcome you back to Modell Walsh Memorial Stadium. This battle on the field tonight on Bob Colvin Field will be between the Black Knights and the Winston-Salem Prep Phoenix. This is first round state playoff action coming your way tonight here from Graham County. Once again, we welcome you to Robbinsville. Kevin Hensley with you on the call tonight, live here on the Graham Star Facebook page. The Graham Star, of course, providing unparalleled news coverage from and around Graham County since 1955. Captains for the Knights tonight are Dason Gross, number 14, Carlos Wesley, number 56, and Brock Adams, number 2. Captains for the Phoenix, number 10, Antonon Williams, number 50, Julian Medina, number 22, Philip Lavalius, and number 4, Jaden Pena. If the Phoenix seem familiar to you folks, there's a good reason for that. We had to battle them in the second round of the state playoffs last season, and it was a war, an outright battle here on the field that the Knights prevailed in double overtime, 42-40, a wild victory for Robbinsville that night. And we'll see how it shakes out tonight. Robbinsville coming into this off a conference championship victory last week, clinching it against Hayesville. The Knights 6-3 for the season. The Phoenix come into this game with a record of 1-8. Winner of this game will get Cherokee and Cherryville's winner, whoever that may be, at the end of the night. We'll try to keep you posted on updates from around the Smoky Mountain Conference, as every team has a playoff game tonight here in the mountains. And the flip is up. And it looks like Winston-Salem might have got the victory on the toss. So it looks like the Phoenix won the toss, but they're going to defer. No, they're going to kick off. So Winston-Salem Prep. So Robbinsville.
No, I believe they just chose to kick. That's strange. No, I think they made a decision to kick, which means
they won the coin toss. And the Knights just about ready to go. As we welcome to the field, the three-time Smoky Mountain Conference champions. Won it 3 years in a row, folks. The Robbinsville Black Knights. And the Knights faithful on their feet. Comes out to greet the coaches on the sidelines, and we're just about set to go. Great group of young men jogging onto the sidelines tonight. And we're just about ready to go here in Graham County. Good to have you with us on a chilly November evening here in Robbinsville. It's football weather and it's playoff time here in North Carolina. As we mentioned, every team in the conference has a playoff game tonight. Murphy is hosting Allegheny. Andrews is welcoming Bishop McGuinness. Cherokee welcomes Cherryville. And Swain County was matched with Hayesville, so two divisional teams in the same bracket in the first round. That's an unusual pairing, but just the way things shook out. Back to receive for Robbinsville, Brock Adams, number 2, and Cutler Adams, number 4. Also hanging out around the 20 is number 20, Dalton Hill. And the Phoenix finally jog onto the field, and we're just about set to go here at the stadium. Great crowd on hand, as always, right below us here in the press box. The community really comes out and supports their team. They love their Black Knights here in Robbinsville. Number 3, that is Arion Matthews, looks like is set to kick it off for the Phoenix. They are quick. They are athletic. Let's see what they bring to the table here in the first round of the state playoffs. Pass is dropped by Dalton Hill, but he's able to scoop it up, and he gets inside the 25 and not a lot farther. So number 7, Michael Jordan, with the tackle. And Robbinsville will begin things first and 10 at the 29. And we're just about set to go. So Gross lines up under center. Cage Williams directly behind him, but the handoff will go to Cutler Adams. And he's muscling his way up, gets to around the 34. Gaiman Smith on the tackle for the Phoenix. A gain of 5 is going to bring up a 2nd and 5 for Robbinsville. First snap of the game, a 5-yard gain for Cutler Adams. And off again to Adams, around the right side. Stiff arm, no good. Pressured out of bounds by number 22, Philip Lavalius. Gain of 5 again on the play. Make that 4. Looks like it's going to be 3rd and 1.
It's third down, White Knight fans.
So about a yard short where we thought they were going to mark it. Adams will get across for the first and then some. He's off to the races. He's scooped down and tackled around the Phoenix 40, though. On the tackle, number 4, Jaden Penn. First and 10, Robbinsville. Great run by Adams. 21 yards and a fresh set of downs for Robbinsville here in the first quarter. Gross airs out a pass. It is complete. What a great catch by Alexis Panama. Panama comes onto the field and makes a big catch. 30 yards. Gaiman Smith tackles him. But that'll get the Knights into the red zone. First and 10 at the Winston-Salem 10. 10:35 and counting left to go here in the first quarter, and the Knights are moving the ball quickly on their opening drive. Another handoff to Adams, wide open, nobody there. Touchdown, Robbinsville. Adams got one good block, and that's all he needed. 10 yards, and the Knights are on the board at 6-0 here in the first quarter. And senior Cody Klein out for his first PAT attempt of the evening. 33. Line there. The kick is up. Kick is good. So 93 seconds into the game, Robbinsville has a 7-0 lead over the Phoenix. Stay with us here on Facebook Live. And welcome back to Robbinsville. Good to have you with us for the first round of the state playoffs as the Knights welcoming the Winston-Salem Prep Phoenix to town tonight. Cody Klein set to kick off. Robbinsville is striking quick. 5 plays, 71 yards, and 7 points. Fair catch called by number 1, that is Montrell Austin. So the Phoenix will line up first and 10 from their own 31-yard line, their first offensive series of the game.
Three-man front. Got a nose guard. He's playing nose guard tonight. Yep.
First snap. Quick pass, complete to the right side. Matthews on the reception. Brock Adams on the coverage for Robbinsville. Gain of 5, 2nd and 5. Knights at the 36 now, trying to stop the Phoenix quick. Andrews is up early, 7-0 over Bishop McGinnis. That game taking place about 20 miles down the road from us in Andrews tonight. And that ball's going to come loose. And Ben Wachacha a little slow to get up. So we're going to take the camera off that, and we'll pause while they check on the injured players. Back in just a moment here on Facebook Live. So Ben Wachacha, number 50, and number 55, Noah Bowman for the Phoenix, both shook up on the play, but they're able to walk off the field under their own power. So that's going to make it 3rd and 4 after the incomplete pass for the Phoenix. Ball at the 36-yard line as we reset. 9:40 to go here in the first quarter. And it's a direct snap to the quarterback. He's hit hard by Dalton Hill and dropped to the ground. Great. Nice open field tackle by Dalton Hill. So after all the effort on the direct snap to Graves, it's a 3-yard gain. 4th and call it about 2.
My young, are you serious? Oh, who was smoking it?
9:10 left to go. 4th and 2, and the Phoenix going to try to go for it at the 39-yard line. Ball dropped back. He's going to run. He may got enough for the first down. We'll see where they mark it. Isaac Wiggins and Dalton Hill on the tackle. That'll be enough to move the chains and give Winston-Salem a first down at the 41. Same people on the coverage that time. Isaac Wiggins and Dalton Hill help bringing down quarterback Jamison Graves. $8:50 to go here in the first quarter. 1st and 10 for the Phoenix. He slips, able to escape trouble though. Pass complete over the middle. Tackle soon after the catch by Dalton Hill, and Eddie Brooms comes in for the assist. Harry Matthews on the reception. Ball out to the 41 now. Another pass. This one's complete again. Matthews again on the reception.
They're going to look good all night because you know what?
The assistant 20 yards and another first down.
Oh, you ain't going nowhere. Stay up here.
And I got him from behind. Drops him for a loss. Number 54, Carlos Lopez on the sack.
He didn't pass it, did he? No, he tried to. He knocked it down.
Looks like no gain, so thought Lopez might have dropped him behind the line of scrimmage, but it looks like no gain. 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line. 7:34 remaining here in the first quarter.
What are you doing around it? Okay.
And the Phoenix awaiting their orders. 2nd and 10 with 7:19 to go. And he's going to scramble all the way into the end zone for a touchdown. As we said, folks, they're quick. They've got a lot of speed. Graves just showed it off. 21 yards to the house. And it's 7-6 now.
I hope he does.
And looks like they're going to line up for a conversion. That's Jamison Graves. Drop back number 5 for the Phoenix as they're going to try to take the lead here with 7:11 left here in the first quarter. Graves rolls out. Pass complete. Conversion pass complete to Jaden Pena. And the Phoenix respond right away. It's 8-7 with 7:11 left here in the first quarter. Stay with us here on Facebook Live.
return for the Black
I
Knights.
still think you need to go home.
Take it down number 17, Sean Styles.
You was in your possession.
Black Knight offense comes up.
So Robbinsville begin things 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Took it from you. They told me from your hands. Well, he took it from you, from your hands.
1st and 10. Pitch goes to Cutler Adams. And he's got some wide open field. I don't think they're going to catch him. Adams, 63 yards make that. And another quick response as this one's quickly turning into a shootout. Robbinsville, just like that, back ahead. It's 13-8. So the Knights needed just one play on that possession. Cutler Adams, 63 yards. And with 6:55 to go, Robbinsville back out front, 13-8. And looks like the Knights are going to go for the 2-point conversion. And a flag on the play. See what the call is. Maybe offsides on the Phoenix.
Dead ball penalty, offside.
It is offsides against Winston-Salem Prep. So they'll try it again. Robbinsville a little closer now. 2-point conversion run by Cutler Adams is good. And with 6:55 to go, the Knights lead this one 15-8. Stay with us here on Facebook Live.
The Phoenix.
15-8 is your score here in the first quarter as we welcome you back to Robbinsville. Good to have you with us here on Facebook Live, here on the Graham Star Facebook page. It is 15-8. And Winston-Salem Prep will now get the kickoff from Cody Klein. Already had 3 touchdowns here in the first quarter. Fair catch made by number 4, Jaden Pena. Thought they're going to mark him at the 37-yard line.
37-yard line. 1st and 10 against the Black Knight defense. By the way, Black Knight fans, the cheerleaders are throwing out T-shirts donated by Lacey Kitty and council member Bucky Brown. Thank you, Lacey Kitty and Bucky Brown.
To save her ride up, she could go home tonight. Good. Good deal.
So the Phoenix will line up 1st and 10 at the, it's like the 36 is where they spotted the ball, 37.
Yeah, I'm with you.
And a quarterback is Montrell Austin. He's going to snap a quick pass to the right, complete to the wide receiver / quarterback, Jamison Graves. He's a defensive athletic specialist. He does it all, quarterback, wide receiver. Heck of an athlete, as we saw earlier on that 21-yard touchdown run. But the penalty flag will undo all that work on the pass. There's going to be a hold against the Phoenix. And they're going to back up to the 27-yard line and try it now 1st and 20.
Said it wasn't Jaycee's. Okay. All right. Thank you, Robert. Hey, no, thank you.
And he escapes trouble. But he's going to get dropped for a loss. So Carlos Wesley coming up with a sack for Robbinsville.
We're going to deal with this one this weekend. Yeah. You was in the group that brought it. You're hanging around.
And ball now at the 26-yard line.
All together. It was passing around. You was there. You're hanging around.
Second down and 21.
And Robert even said the same thing.
Pass complete. That's trouble. And Eddie Brooms eats him alive. On the catch, number 14, Gregory Cuthbertson for the Phoenix. Gain of 9 on the play. Brings up third down and about 3.
You've been an ISS twice already. The third time you played.
Like that 3rd and 12 for Robbinsville. Having a little trouble with math tonight. Sorry about that, folks. 3rd and 12 at the 35 with 5:07 left here in the first quarter. Jamison rolls out. Pass is going to be incomplete. Snagged by Jaden Pena. Jamison Graves aired out a long ball, but it's going to be incomplete as it was out of bounds. 4th down and 12.
Pass is incomplete.
Come on, boys.
Pass intended for number 4, Jaden Penn.
And 4th and 12 with 4:56 left here in a hectic first quarter. Already saw 3 touchdowns. Cutler Adams has scored from 10 yards and 63 yards, respectively, while quarterback Jamison Graves scored on a 21-yard keeper for the Phoenix. Wedged in between that, conversion run, of course, by Adams has ran it to 15-8. Phoenix also converted on their extra point attempt. So back to punt now is number 3, Arian Matthews. Back to receive the punt is Brock Adams, number 2, and Cutler Adams, number 4. High pooch kick. And Cutler Adams drops and falls with it at the 36-yard line. And that's where Rockville will begin things. 1st and 10 with 4:52 left here in the first quarter. So 1st and 10, handoff to Cage Williams. Williams' first touch of the ball game. Antonio Williams on the tackle, gain of 5, 2nd down and 5. 4:34 left to go here in the first quarter, and it's already 15-8. Robbinsville. First round playoff action coming your way here on Facebook Live. Cutler Adams has got some open real estate again. Still on his feet. Bullied out of bounds around the 34-yard line by number 22. That is Philip Lavalius. They're going to spot him at the 34.
Facebook, I'm sorry, dealing with a parenting issue.
1st and 10 now at the 34-yard line after Cutler Adams' big run. Gain of 24 and a 1st down. Gross rolls out to pass, but he's in trouble. Ball is loose. It's back around the 50. Mason Gross, I believe, was able to get it back, though. And that is a costly fumble for Robbinsville. That ball just popped right out of Mason Gross's hands. So, unfortunately, a very, very hefty loss on that play. About 4 minutes left to go here in the first quarter. We call about 2nd and 31. Hand off to Adams. And he'll make up some room back across the 50, all the way out to the 42-yard line.
Anthony Williams on the tackle.
So it'll be about 3rd and 18, 17 yards.
There's a 3rd and 18 for the White Knights. It's 3rd down, White Knight fans.
So a good run for Cutler Adams. 3:30 left here in the first quarter. Pass complete to Brock Adams. Adams dropped by Lavalius around the 36. And the Knights close to the original line of scrimmage, but it's 4th down. A 4th and 12 at the 36. 2:54 left to go here in the first quarter. And the Knights are going to go for it. Gross. Pass complete. Eddie Brooms wide open. Touchdown, Robbinsville. That's how you convert a 4th down, folks. Oh, my. 36-yard touchdown pass to the tight end, Eddie Brooms. And that makes it 21-8. And the Knights are going to go for 2 again. 2:41 left here in the first quarter. No one saw that pass going to Eddie Brooms except for Eddie Brooms. And the 2-point conversion is good. So the Knights lead this one by 2 scores now, 23-8. Stay with us here on Facebook Live. And welcome back to Robbinsville. 23-8 Black Knights. 2:41 left to go, and a huge kickoff all the way back to the 7-yard line. Cuthbertson on the reception, and he is dropped inside the 20. Brock Adams on the tackle. So the Phoenix will begin things 1st and 10 at the 20, looks like the 23-yard line. First and 10 now at the 23 for the Phoenix. Caught for a loss by big Carlos Wesley. Another sack for the senior lineman. So Phoenix lose 3 on that one. Brings up 2nd and 13. And we're still in the first quarter, folks. It's 23-8 with 1:56 to go on the clock. Graves under pressure, finally wrapped up and tackled by Isaac Wiggins and Eddie Brooms, but he gets the ball 20 yards upfield. That'll be enough for a Phoenix first down as Winston-Salem moves up to the 40-yard line. First and 10 now at the 40. Pass is bobbled, slapped, just missed an interception. That'll bring up second and 10 on the incomplete pass.
Brings up second and 10 against the White Knight defense.
So there was deflections, there was bobbling, and in the end it just fell to the ground. Second and 10 now from the 40. Graves rolls out, pass incomplete, intended for Jaden Pena. Third down and 10. So Murphy leading Allegheny 13-7 in the first quarter. Andrews is up 7-0 over Bishop McGuinness. The last time we heard, took at 14-0 over Bishop McGuinness. No score updates yet from the Swain County Hayesville game or the Cherokee Cherryville game. Both those games will be on YouTube. Graves ends up grounding himself there under pressure by Cutler Adams. Ball all the way out to the 48. Gain of 8. So they'll bring up fourth, and they're going to give him 7 yards. So they're going to mark it a yard shy of where he dropped. And that's going to make it 4th and 3 for the Phoenix, right around midfield. Clock running down. This may be the final play of the first quarter. About 20 seconds left here in the period. Graves drops back. Pass complete. And it's all the way out to the 35-yard line. Tackled by Brock Adams, number 14, Gregory Cuthbertson on the or the reception, excuse me. Adams on the tackle.
Ready for the horn.
That should be the final play of the quarter, unless they try to snap it off here with 5 seconds to go. And that's going to do it. We'll pause here on Facebook Live. Thank you so much for tuning in. It's 23-8 Robbinsville. Stay with us for the first round of the 1A state playoffs here on Facebook Live. And welcome back to the first round of the 1A state playoffs here on Facebook Live. Good to have you with us as we go back into the second quarter. Scores from around the conference. Andrews leads Bishop McGuinness 14-0. Murphy leads Allegheny 21-7. And Swain County over Hayesville at the moment 13-0. That game in the second quarter. Still waiting for an update from Cherokee. That's the only one we haven't heard about. They're hosting Cherryville tonight in the first round of the playoffs. And pass falls incomplete. So everybody goes second and 10 now. So Cherokee's up 22-0 over Cherryville. Yep. Brings up second and 10. So the Phoenix trying to air the ball out, make up for this 2-score deficit. And they are a pass-heavy team. But so far not finding a tremendous amount of luck with the air ball tonight. Graves scrambles away, still up, finally drops inside the 25. Might have brought around the 26, I think is where they're going to spot it, maybe the 27. So a gain of 12, first and 10. So that game looking like Cherokee Robbinsville next week in the second round of the playoffs, should the score stand here tonight in Graham County. Still a lot of game to be played, though, in the Phoenix. Scrambling away from trouble again. Graves dropped by Cage Williams and Carlos Wesley around the 20. Gain of 2.
Hey, you're not going home with us, so right? All right, girl.
You get it figured out,
Second and 7 now from the 18.
Everybody needs a 14-year-old that thinks she's 30.
Jamison Graves drops back to pass. He gets out of trouble, under pressure now. Cuts around to the right side. Still on his feet, finally knocked out of bounds at the 2-yard line by Dalton Hill. So another mad scramble by Jamison Graves, and the Phoenix are knocking on the door, looking to cut this down to a one-score game. 10:20 to go here in the second quarter. It is 23-8. Robbinsville in the lead. Phoenix trying to trim the deficit, though. Handoff goes to number 23. That's Camden Burrell. And a touchdown for the Phoenix on the 1-yard carry. First touch of the night for Burrell, and he gets 1 yard and a touchdown for the Phoenix. Makes it 23-14. And looks like they're going to go for the 2-point conversion.
And the Phoenix line up for the 2-point conversion.
Pass incomplete. So Robbinsville will hold steady with a 9-point lead. It's 23-14 here in the second quarter. Stay with us here on Facebook Live. So it's like the Wildcats just scored again. It's 20-0 now over the Bishop McGuinness. Meanwhile, here in Graham County, you're watching a 23-14 battle here in the first half between Robbinsville and Winston-Salem Prep. Thank you for tuning in with us tonight as we welcome you back to Graham County here on the Graham Star Facebook page, providing unparalleled sports coverage from and around Graham County since 1955. And that's going to trickle out of bounds around the 15-yard line. Being a legal procedure against the Phoenix.
Man, was that 6 game not just
And Black Knight offense comes onto the field is on 35-yard line. First and 10, Black Knights.
So the Knights will begin things first and 10 at the 35-yard line. The kickoff going out of bounds.
Yeah, you're right. They thought, well, we got this. So Houston come out there chopping.
Gross under center. Handoff to Cage Williams. He's still on his feet. About 9 yards before he's probably brought down by Michael Jordan and number 23, Camden Burrell. So 10 yards for the big sophomore fullback, Cage Williams. First and 10 for Robbinsville at the 45-yard line. Handoff to Cutler Adams. He's wrapped up and tackled by Burrell. Gets about 3 yards on that one. Second and 7. Handoff to Williams again. As Robbinsville now churning away at the clock with its run game. Ball all the way up to the 45. Game of 7. First and 10 for Robbinsville. 8:10 remaining here in the first half. Handoff goes to number 4, Cutler Adams. Wrapped and tackled by Cameron Burrell. Four-yard gain, second and 6. Jarrett Panama with a carry. His first of the game. He is tackled by number 22, Philip Lavalius. A 4-yard gain for Panama. 3rd and 2 with 7:09 left. Robbinsville leading 23-14. Cutler Adams carried about 5 yards past the tackle. Camden Burrell on the tackle for Winston-Salem. 12 yards and a first down for Robbinsville. Moving the ball very effectively on the ground on this drive. Nothing but carries so far from the 35. They've amassed 6 plays. And Panama straight ahead. It stopped about 2 yards into his run. Second and 8. Handoff to Adams. He's got plenty of room. Nothing but green ahead. Touchdown, Robbinsville. 27 yards for sophomore running back Cutler Adams. That makes a hat trick tonight for him. And it's now 29-14. And because it seems to be the recurring theme tonight, the Knights are going to try to convert for 2.
Something happened. We got hit in the shins or something, or in the thighs. Maybe.
Now it's like the centers had to swap out there for a moment. Number 79, Diego Lopez, jogs out for Carson White. And now it's conversion time. Handoff goes to Adams, and he gets it. 5:57 to go. It's 29-31-14. Make that after the conversion run as the Knights 17 ahead here in the second quarter. Stay with us here on Facebook Live. And welcome back to Robbinsville, 31-14, your score, as Cody Klein set the tee the ball up and kick it off to Winston-Salem Prep, as the Knights have scored as many points in this first half as they've scored in their last two games, 31-14 victories over both Swain County and Hayesville last week. The Knights have already hit that point total here in the first half tonight. Klein with a huge kickoff. Snagged inside the 10 by Cuthbertson, it looks like, on the reception.
Well, if nobody's going to tackle.
And he's still on his feet. Finally brought down around the 45-yard line. They spot him at the 44. So a good return for Cuthbertson. Cody Klein on the stop. So the kicker making a play for the Knights, making sure Cuthbertson's progress is halted after about a 37-yard return. The Phoenix will begin things first and 10 at the 45-yard line.
45-yard line, first and 10 against the White Knight defense.
Phoenix taking their time. Flag on the snap. Maybe a false start. No, it's a delay of game against Winston-Salem Prep, so they took their time a little too long. Back them up to the 40. Makes it first and 15.
5-yard penalty. White Knight defense at the Winston-Salem Prep 40-yard line. First and 15 against the White Knight defense.
Pass complete to
Why is there not nobody over there? Why are they not tackling him?
Pass complete to number 3, Harry Matthews.
Harry Matthews. Couldn't tell who caught the ball. Sorry about that. That's the folks watching in Winston-Salem, so welcome to our broadcast. Riley Tolbert on the tackle. Gain of 3 on the pass. Brings up second and 7.
What's going on? Have they stopped the play? I ain't seen nobody stop the clock.
I don't understand why. I do. Can't beat us deep yet, but we're playing.
Minnesota second and 7 against the White Knight defense.
So 20-0 Swain over Hayesville. 4 minutes left in the first half. Murphy still leading Allegheny 28-7.
Penalty flags before the play.
Start.
Dead ball foul, false start against Winston-Salem Phoenix. 5-yard penalty.
So the Phoenix rung up for getting a little antsy. And they'll back up 5 yards and try now 2nd and 11 from the 44-yard line. Graves gets the snap. He's got some room, but he's wrapped up low by Cage Williams. But the instinct of the wrestler by day, football player by night, Cage Williams, to wrap him up low and stop his progress. At the 49-yard line. So gain of 5 brings up 3rd and 6 for the Phoenix. 4:38 left here in the second quarter, and it is 31-14 in favor of the Black Knights. Winner of this one gets the winner of Cherokee and Cherryville next week in the second round of the playoffs. And currently Cherokee shutting out Cherryville. Michael Jordan on the reception. And a 12-yard reception for Jordan brings up 1st and 10 with 4:07 left here in the second quarter. Quick pass. Intercepted by Eddie Brooms, and he's off to the races. Hard cut up field. He might have the distance. He's in. Touchdown, Robbinsville. A pick 6 for a senior tight end, middle linebacker Eddie Brooms. 58 yards on the pick 6. And Robbinsville is up 37-14 here in the second quarter. A Klein out for the PAT. That's going to make it 38-14 if he splits the uprights. And if this season's been any kind of indication, he'll get it. High snap. But Cody Klein splits the uprights. And with 3:51 to go here in the second quarter, Robbinsville has extended its lead to 24. It's 38-14. Stay with us for first round playoff action here on Facebook Live. I believe the Knights might have recovered it. They did. Prevailing Dalton Hill with the fumble recovery. And Robbinsville will take that. Thank you very much. And the Knights back in the driver's seat just like that after the fumble recovery at the 38-yard line of the Phoenix. Big play by Dalton Hill. And it's 1st and 10 Robbinsville just like that. First and 10, pass from Gross. Complete to Brock Adams. And the Knights are doing anything and everything they want to Winston-Salem Prep right now. 23 yards on that completion, and first and 10 for the Knights at the Phoenix 15-yard line. And if you can believe this, folks, we have not taken a timeout here in the first half. 3:39 left to go on the clock, and Robbinsville threatening to open up a 45-14 lead. That'll help. Cage Williams, 15 yards. And the Knights are just continuing to pile on here in the first half.
Number 17, Cody Klein will kick the point after for the Black Knights.
Nason made a heck of a place there a while ago. Seems like it was just seconds ago, too. Good snap, good place.
And the PAT is up, and the PAT is good. Robbinsville strikes again. In a span of 16 seconds, the Knights have scored 14 points and lead this one 45-14. Stay with us here on Facebook Live. And Jaden Pena plays it smart that time. Winston-Salem not wanting to cough it up again. Fair catch called for at the 41-yard line.
First and 10 against the Black Knights.
I do too. I'm looking at him. I don't do it all.
They marked it at the 41-yard line. First and 10 against the Black Knights.
And this sucker was over here at the 42. We better just take it back.
So first and 10, the Phoenix are going to begin things at the 41-yard line. Quick pass from Graves, complete.
Oh!
But he's hit about at the time he catches the ball. Montel Austin, not far to go. Tackled by Isaac Wiggins and Cutler Adams. Give him 2 yards on the completion. Second down and 8.
Gain of 2 on the play brings him second and 8 against the Black Knight defense.
So Wiggins and Adams right there on the coverage. Second and 8.
Timeout on the field. Timeout. Robbinsville.
And Robbinsville calls the first timeout of the ball game. And it comes with 3:03 left here in the second quarter. We'll stay with them and pause here on Facebook Live. We'll remind all you fans tonight's game is being sponsored by Lovin Contracting and Adams Lumber Company. Thankful to have them on board as sponsors tonight of this first round playoff action between Robbinsville and Winston-Salem Prep. 45-14 Black Knights with 3:03 left here in the second quarter. Robbinsville just struck for 2 touchdowns in a span of 16 seconds. And are fully in control of this one over the Phoenix. And Carlos Wesley gets sack number 3 of the ball game. Big drop by the big senior Carlos Wesley. And the Phoenix backed up to the 38. So it's going to bring a third down and about 13. 2:40 left to go here in the second quarter, excuse me.
It's third down, White Knight fans.
And a flag on the play. Delay of game against Winston-Salem Prep.
5-yard penalty, delay of game against Winston-Salem Prep Phoenix.
And they'll back up to the 33. Now it's going to make it 3rd and 18 for Winston-Salem Prep.
That will bring a 3rd and 18 against the White Knight defense.
And it looks like Winston-Salem calls a timeout.
Timeout on the field, timeout, Winston-Salem Prep.
So 2 each remaining here in the second quarter. And stay with us, folks. We'll be right back here on Facebook Live. And welcome back to Modell Walsh Memorial Stadium. You're watching the first round of the North Carolina High School Athletic Association's 1A state playoffs as the Black Knights have welcomed the Phoenix to town rather rudely as 45-14, and we're just in the second quarter. Pass from Austin complete, and it's going to be a lateral. Quick pitch over to the left side. And it ends up in the hands of Jamison Graves, who is pushed out of bounds. So a 16-yard gain on that one. 4th and 2 for Winston-Salem Prep.
It's 4th down football, fans. Let's hear it for your team.
4th down, 2:19 left here in the second quarter. And the Phoenix need to convert here. Graves looks like he's going to have the first down and then some. Still on his feet. Finally sprints out of bounds at the 33-yard line. So a 18-yard run for Graves on the fourth down conversion run. And it's 1st and 10 at the 33 with 2:04 left here in the second quarter. At halftime, it is 27-0 in favor of Swain County. So Swain shutting out Hayesville in the first round of the playoffs, right up the road from us in Bryson City. Graves able to fall on top of that fumble. Jude Campbell really dove back there to try to make a play. So quick coverage by Jude Campbell, but nothing doing. So a 4-yard loss on that fumble is going to bring up 2nd and 14. 1:34 remaining here in the first half. Graves almost dropped from behind. Cage Williams, and oh my goodness, Jude Campbell came in out of nowhere for the lick. Oh my goodness. Cage Williams had him wrapped up, but Jude Campbell made sure that was as far as he was going to get.
They call a timeout?
Timeout on the field. Timeout Winston-Salem.
So Winston-Salem Prep after that backed up all the way to the 46-yard line, and they're going to pause to think about it with 59 seconds remaining It is 3rd and Topeka as we stay with you from Robbinsville. So Cherokee leading Cherryville 28-7. Swain shutting out Hayesville 27-0. And as far as we know, Andrew's still up 21-0 over Bishop McGuinness. But right now, right here in Robbinsville, it's 45-14 Black Knights, and we're not even through the first half yet. 59 seconds left on the clock. And it's 3rd down and 23 to go. And the clock's going to get about 5 seconds added back to it. And the Phoenix still have a long way to cover regardless of the clock. As this first half finally slowly coming to a close. 3rd down and 23.
3rd down in the community center.
It is 3rd down and Old Highway 129 for the Winston-Salem Phoenix.
3rd down in the playground.
And a pick by Dalton Hill. Finally wrestled to the ground at the 32-yard line. Big pick. He's had a fumble recovery. Why not an interception for Dalton Hill? And the Black Knights defense giving the Phoenix fits tonight. Finally covering in that secondary. And the interception gives Robbinsville another chance to strike before halftime. Ball at the 32-yard line.
It could happen, Kevin. We could score another time. What's this? I'm astonished if he got that. I'm looking for a score.
Timeout on the field by the Phoenix. So they've burned all 3 of their timeouts in about a 2-minute span. Stay with us, folks. Be right back here on Facebook Live. Welcome back to Robbinsville. It's 45-14, and the Knights, surprise, surprise, have the ball back. Dalton Hill with an interception, and Robbinsville back in the driver's seat at their own 32, but maybe not for long. Gross couldn't escape trouble that time, though. Looked like he was going to be able to shirk Arian Matthews. So the Phoenix get their first sack of the ball game. Matthews dropping Gross for a loss all the way back at the 22-yard line.
Somebody didn't block.
And that's going to bring up 1st and a long way to go. About a 1st and 22, we'll call it. 2nd down and 22. No harm, no foul. Cage Williams is going to make it up. Almost got back enough for the 1st down, and that stops the clock with 8.8 seconds left.
Black Knights move ball out across the 40 to the 41-yard line. There's a 3rd and 1 for the Black Knights. It's 3rd down, Black Knight fans.
He stopped the clock.
So 3rd down and 1. He's winding. And that looks like that's going to be it. Robbinsville's just going to jog off the field
He stops the
and take the 45-14 lead into the break. Folks, we'll stay live, but we're going to pause during halftime. Stay with us here on Facebook Live for the first round of the 1A state playoffs. It's all Robbinsville after 2 quarters. Welcome back to Robbinsville. The score on the scoreboard in front of you folks is not wrong. It is 45-14. The Knights poured on the offense in the first half here in the first round of the state playoffs. Winston-Salem Prep will be receiving the ball, I believe, to begin the second half of play. And we'll see how this game shakes out. The Knights in a comfy manner at the moment, 29 points ahead as they jog back to the sideline. And the crowd on their feet. It's a chilly night here in Graham County, so everybody a little bit quieter than usual, but still a great turnout nonetheless. And we thank you for tuning in wherever you may be here on Facebook Live. Kevin Hensley with you on the call tonight from high above Bob Colvin Field here at Modell Walsh Memorial Stadium. Get a good look at the Knights mingling at the moment, getting ready to go back out for the second half of play. First half had a little bit of everything. A pick 6 for Eddie Brooms, an interception by Dalton Hill, a fumble recovery by Dalton Hill, 3 touchdowns from Cutler Adams. Brooms caught a touchdown pass from Dason Gross as well. Cage Williams scored.
Give us a buzzer on the 0. That gives us 12.
And it's like we're just about set to go as the players begin to make their way onto the field. Don't forget, of course, the winner of this one will get the winner of Cherokee and Cherryville next week. That's the 13 and 20 seeds in the 64-team playoff bracket, 32 on the west side, 32 on the east. And Cody Klein jogs out onto the field as we're set to begin the second half of play to kick the ball off for the Knights. Robbinsville has scored 22 unanswered points. At one juncture led by 7, but we're way past that. Knights up by 31 right now.
Jimmy Hodge said almost everyone scored except Carlos. What's up with that?
Carlos Wesley had 3 sacks in the first half.
They're going to want to run the clock.
So a bit of confusion on the field. Looks like Robbinsville will get the ball to begin the second half as Winston-Salem Prep won the coin toss but chose to kick off to Robbinsville. So that strategy seemed to backfired for the Phoenix. Early on, it looked like it was going to be a back-and-forth shootout, but it turned into a lopsided game, and now Robbinsville 31 points ahead as we begin the third quarter. So a little bit of confusion on the field, and the Winston-Salem head coach, that is D-Ron Middleton, on the field pleading his case.
They did not defer the ball. They chose to kick off to us.
And still a little bit of confusion here. Still trying to get everything sorted out, but it looks like the Phoenix may lose their argument.
I told you when he pushed and then he showed them kicking, they chose to kick. They didn't defer. Usually.
So we're at a standstill. Robbinsville is patiently waiting to receive the kickoff. Winston-Salem Prep don't want to kick the ball off.
Yeah, and chose to kick. That's right. That's what they did.
So the rule is, of course, Winston-Salem won the coin toss but was able to pick whether to kick or to receive or to defer, and they opted to kick.
Right here?
Hey, we kicked off first.
Yeah.
We kicked off first.
But the referees are saying that y'all chose to kick off. Instead of you didn't defer.
Oh, that's what they're saying?
Yeah, that's what they're saying. You didn't defer. You chose to kick. I know, that's strange. Yeah, I've never seen that before. Very strange. So we're kind of shocked too.
We're trying to figure it out like you are, bro.
I've only ever seen it once.
Yeah, because I just pulled on the video of it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Y'all kicked.
Oh, yeah, you definitely did.
But they're saying y'all chose to instead of deferring.
Yeah. And it looks like after all the confusion and all the excitement, we're going to do our very best to get the second half underway at long last. Thank you for staying with us here on the Graham Star Facebook page. We sorted that mess out. And it looks like the Phoenix, at long last, will kick the ball off. Number 3, Arian Matthews, will be kicking off for the Phoenix.
You've got to say defer.
Number 3, Arian Matthews will kick the ball off to begin the second half for the Winston-Salem Prep Phoenix.
Not really anybody saw it. It says there, and they really don't know what to say.
Somebody didn't know what to do.
So mass confusion on the Phoenix sideline, and in the end, the Knights are going to receive the kickoff for the second time tonight to begin the second half of play.
Ball on it.
And ball scrumbles across the ground. Alexis Panama comes up with the ball, and at long last, the second half of play is underway. Ball at the 36-yard line.
Comes onto the field at their own 36-yard line. First and 10, Black Knights.
Now don't be surprised if they play the big fish.
So first and 10 at the 36.
Oh yeah, thing is, it's been precedence was set this weekend.
Maybe they'll get in a fight.
And a run straight ahead by Gross, who had to scoop up a fumble. Ends up picking up a yard. Second and 9 for Robbinsville.
There's a planned fumble.
Second and 9.
A hard yard right there.
And a good run there by Cutler Adams. And on the tackle is number 22. That is Philip Lavalius.
Nobody stops the clock. I mean,
Ball at the 47-yard line. That is enough for Robbinsville. First down as we begin the third quarter tonight. It is 45-14 Black Knights. Good to have you with us here on the Graham Star Facebook page. Cutler Adams with a hard cut around the right side. Good moves. He's up to the 30-25. Finally pulled out of bounds and tackled by number 15. That is Kamen Smith. Flag on the play. Flag all the way back, and it's going to be a hold against Robbinsville. All the way back at the 46-yard line.
yeah, that's a late call.
So ball is going to be
You're leading by 31 call right there. Yeah.
Do we have a flag this game?
instead of a
We've had a false starts and offsides. I'll get it right.
we've had a few of those.
10-yard penalty marked off from the spot of foul. Puts the Black Knights back at their own 44-yard line.
So the holding call will cost Robbinsville first and 13 for the Knights now. And they're at their own 44-yard line.
I see some fullback right here.
Handoff to Cage Williams. And he's still on his feet. He gets going. He's going to be hard to stop. He's all the way to the house. Touchdown, Robbinsville.
Yes, I call that one. I said, I see some fullback right here.
Great call by our color analyst over here, John Schuler. Calling the fullback run, and 56 yards later, Cage Williams has scored 6 more for the Knights.
Yes, he did, Kevin.
I don't know why I did.
Dynamite drop in by John Schuler. 10:37 left to go, and it is 51-14 as this game nears a running clock. PAT is good. 52-14 with 10:37 left here in the third quarter. And welcome back to Robbinsville, 52-14 here in the third quarter. Robbinsville fully in control of this one. Kicked by Cody Klein. Fumble on the play. Did the Knights get it? Did the Knights get it? And the Knights have it. Zeke Silvers with a fumble recovery for Robbinsville. And the Phoenix are getting hit hard and don't know what to do about it. That's the second kickoff that the Phoenix have fumbled tonight, and Robbinsville has taken full advantage of. 1st and 10 now at the 40-yard line.
Pull Dyson out of the game. There's no need to have a single starter to start your line.
This game, 38-point lead. Another touchdown will stamp a running clock for the remainder. Handoff to Dalton Hill. Hill getting his first carry of the ball game.
Here we go. 10 and 5 going in.
Oh, seeing some fresh bodies scrambling in. Dalton Hill with a carry, and now Xander Wachacha and Lathan Buchanan checking into the game. The mercy rule is 40 points, so after 40, the clock will run wide open, and right now it's a 38-point ball game. Hand off to Jarrett Panama. Right up the middle. Good cut, though, and he's still on his feet. Wrestles his way up to the 20-yard line.
Number 15, Kansas City, number 22, Philip Morales on the tackle. 1st and 10, Black Knights.
I'm surprised they stopped.
1st and 10 for Robbinsville.
Yeah, it's time to get some guys out. Yeah. Oh, yeah, we got a new quarterback. Yeah. 12's quarterback.
So Christian Phillips in at quarterback now for Robbinsville. Handoff goes to number 20, Dalton Hill. He's going to find the end zone. Touchdown, Robbinsville. And the Knights are just putting up video game stats tonight. It's 56, 57, 58-14, Robbinsville. 20-yard run to the house for Dalton Hill. And with 9:21 left here in the third quarter, Robbinsville fully in control. This should make it 59-14. And a flag on the play. They're going to call off, or I believe it's offsides against Winston-Salem.
Against the Phoenix.
Just leave it where it's at.
After this field goal.
Yeah, that's true. We get involved.
So we'll just line up and try it again. Klein's PAT is almost academic at this point. Make it 59-14. And we'll have a running clock for the remainder of this contest.
And the point after is good for the White Knights. With 9:21 left in the third quarter, Robbinsville 59.
Run the clock. See, they didn't even know. Now they got to ask the referee. I've covered some. Look at Number 9.
59-14 as we welcome you back to Robbinsville. We'll have a running clock the rest of the way as the Knights have opened up a 45-point lead over the Phoenix from Winston-Salem here in the first round of the state playoffs. Fair catch called for at the 35-yard line.
Fair catch for the Phoenix. Black Knight defense comes onto the field at the Winston-Salem 34-yard line. Brings it 1st and 10 against the Black Knight defense.
Announce it.
Happy birthday today to Mr. Perry Tiesadesky. Happy birthday, Perry Tiesadesky. Happy birthday, Tillman Adams. Tillman Adams, happy birthday to you, young man. And happy early birthday to Carter Williams. Happy birthday, Mr. Carter Williams.
So on 1st and 10, the pass complete to Pena.
Taking down on play number 20, Austin Gill.
I don't
There's
want them
no
to
need to
move the
get
ball.
mad
I don't want them to move. I want
Black Knight defense pushed out to the Phoenix 27, brings it 1st and 10 against the Black Knight defense.
They're kind of on the rush. Oh, pick it.
And pass almost picked off by Brock Adams. Number 13 for Zavari Patterson. Brock Adams almost come up with it. It's like Swain County is shutting out Hayesville 34-0. So that game is pretty much out of reach at this point. Swain, the 14 seed. Pass incomplete.
Pass intended for number 1, Montreal Austin. Pass ball is incomplete.
Cooper and Tillman, are they brothers?
Yeah, it's Cooper's birthday. Okay. Is it today or? Tillman just told me to come up here and have it.
3rd down and 10 for the Phoenix. We want to mention the cheerleaders are throwing out shirts tonight donated by Lacey Gibby and council member Bucky Brown in the stands, and they've had a lot to empty out tonight. Pass incomplete, broken up by Dalton Hill. 4th and 10. The Lady Knight cheerleaders have probably emptied out their inventory with this 59 points that Robbinsville has put up here in the first round. Winner, of course, will face the winner of Cherokee-Cherryville next week. 4th down and 10. Pass incomplete. My goodness, Brock Adams hit him hard. My word. Montrell Austin never knew what was coming, and Brock Adams shook him up on that. 4th down and 10. So Robbinsville will take over on the failed 4th down conversion.
He's just letting it run.
47-yard line. It's almost cruel to stop the clock. 1st and 10, Black Knights.
So the Knights jog back out on the field on the Phoenix 47-yard line. This game, once again, folks, tonight sponsored by Levin Contracting and Adams Lumber Company. Want to thank them for helping us get this game on the air tonight for all you great fans here on Facebook Live. 1st and 10 for Robbinsville. Play clock at 4. Robbinsville's got to get the snap off here quick. And they do. And a handoff goes to Dalton Hill. He cuts upfield. Tackled at the... See where they spot the ball. Don't give it to him at the 28. So 19 yards for Dalton Hill. As Robbinsville just continues to pound away at the ground game. 4:27 left to go here in the 3rd quarter. Christian Phillips still in at quarterback. Handoff goes to Jude Campbell. And he carries about 17 defenders out of bounds with him. Whole host of Phoenix able to pressure him out of bounds. 8 yards on the run. 2nd and 2 from the 20. Handoff. Tanner Hedden with his first varsity carry. Anthony Williams on the tackle. Loss of 1, 3rd down and 3. Knights at the 21-yard line. I think it goes without saying, after last year's shenanigans against Winston-Salem Prep, Robbinsville very, very happy to be in the driver's seat right now. Fully in control. Of course, that game last year went to double overtime. I don't think we're going to see that tonight. Roman Jones gets a touch for Robbinsville. So a lot of fresh bodies, fresh names out there. The future of varsity football getting some action tonight here in the first round of the state playoffs. 4th down and 1 for Robbinsville. And looks like a timeout on the field for Robbinsville. So the Knights will pause with 2:10 left here in the 3rd quarter and try to figure out what to do here on 4th and 1. It's all Black Knights. Stay with us here on Facebook Live. Cherokee leading Cherryville 36-7 right now. So it looks like it'll be Robbinsville and the Braves in the Smoky Mountain Conference matchup in the 2nd round of the state playoffs next week. Of course, Cherokee, the only team to defeat Robbinsville in conference play this year, with a 27 loss. Alexis Panama plows ahead. Might have got enough for the first. He did. He got plenty for the first, as a matter of fact. Ball out to the 14-yard line. First and 10 for the Knights at the 14-yard line. Minute and 40 seconds left here in the third quarter. And the Knights may soon be breaking through to the 60-point plateau. Pitch goes to Roman Jones. Jones on the carry. Kamen Smith on the tackle for the Phoenix.
A special happy yesterday birthday to Tina Price. Tina Price, happy birthday yesterday.
So loss of 4 on the pitch to Jones. Second and 14, 58 seconds here left in the third quarter. Of course, we have a running clock in place now. So this game will be over here in about the next 20 minutes or so. Jones on the carry. Roman Jones on the carry. Made up for that lost yardage and then some, all the way out to the 10-yard line. Third down and 6 at the 10-yard line. Jones sprints off the field, as does Austin Crisp.
I just know when you're streaming, God, it sucks my battery.
And that's going to be the final play, it looks like, in the third quarter, as Robbinsville fully in the driver's seat. It is 59-14 as we're through 3. Stay with us here on Facebook Live. So it's 57 Murphy as they're defeating the Allegheny Trojans at home tonight in the first round of the playoffs.
He actually rolled it. Did he? Yep, he actually rolled it.
As we begin the fourth quarter here in Robbinsville, it's 59-14 Black Knights. And Robbinsville is sitting at the 10-yard line. Handoff to Alexis Panama. He's going to go around the right side. He's got, on the cut, though, he's going to wrap up and out of bounds at the 5. It may be a first and goal. We'll see where they spot it. Maybe about a yard short. So about a yard short. So it's going to be fourth and goal.
I feel like 15.
Fourth and 1.
Roman Jones going to get the ball here, Kevin.
Roman Jones is in the game, as is Quinn Jumper in the backfield in the I formation.
I've called it here.
Handoff to Roman Jones.
Number 15, freshman Roman Jones.
I believe you got it.
For the White Knights.
We're trying to get an update on the injuries game as we speak. They're going to move the chains, I believe. Officials are signaling first down. So Jones got all he needed there. And we got an injured.
It stops on its own. We don't stop. It just stops.
There's an injured Phoenix player on the
Now
field.
stop it. They're waving. He's waving. Yeah.
And may have a cramp on the field, so we'll pause for just a moment as the clock stops with 11:19 left and the Knights up by 45. 59-14 as we welcome you back to Robbinsville. They got the injured Phoenix player off the field. Knights first and goal at the 5-yard line of the Phoenix as Robbinsville
Murphy 50, Allegheny 7, Andrews 34, Bishop McGinnis 6, Swain 34, Hayesville 0, Cherokee 36, Cherryville 7. First and goal.
First and goal for the Knights. 11:15 to go. Handoff to Roman Jones. And they're going to give him a touchdown. Touchdown for freshman Roman Jones. 5 yards on that run. And with 10:56 left in the ball game, the Knights are up 65-14. Cody Klein out for the point after. This one turning into a blowout. Here in the first round of the playoffs. It's like it'll be Robbinsville Cherokee in the second round next week. That'll be here under the Big Oaks. PAT is up. PAT is good. And the clock running at 10:20. 66-14, Robbinsville. Stay with us here for first round playoff action here on Facebook Live.
Happy birthday to Sully Shanahan. Happy birthday to you, Sully Shanahan. And the Black Knight football team would like to wish Coach Baldwin a happy birthday. Happy birthday, Coach Baldwin, from the Black Knights.
And welcome back here on Facebook Live. 8:53 left to go. It is 66-14. Klein's kick is up. Snagged at the 18-yard line. And this is trouble. Ball comes out. And it looks like Roman Jones with a fumble recovery. Roman Jones
Freshman, Superman.
on the fumble recovery.
And number 15, Roman Jones, recovers the loose ball for the White Knights.
Stopped the momentum, too. He sure did. Cody Klein could have stopped, made him juke a little bit there. Enough to kick up.
And the Phoenix have coughed the ball up one more time with 8 minutes to go. The Knights offense back out again
First and 10, White Knights.
with a 66-14 lead. Robbinsville jogs back out onto the field at the 41-yard line. Clock under 8 minutes to go. Flags on the play. Looks like it's going to be a false start against Robbinsville. Do have a lot of inexperience.
Got another birthday. Apparently it's your 10th birthday. On the clock.
Son, it just stops. We don't stop it. It stops on its own. See, it
Ball at
stopped
the
again.
36-yard line.
It stopped. I just started it. It stopped again. Ain't nobody touching it. figured that out in the last 2 years?
First and 15 now for the Knights at 36. With all this youth in there, I guess a mistake like a false start is bound to happen. A lot of excitement, of course, being in a playoff game. And Tanner Hedden on the carry for Robbinsville. Carroll on the tackle. A gain of 1. He's up 2nd and 14 with about 7 minutes left to go. Handoff goes to Jones. He's still on his feet. Inside the 35. Good battle. And we've got an injured Phoenix on the field. That's number 7, Michael Jordan. He's going to get up and limp off the field under his own power. So Phoenix are getting bit by the cramp bug right now. 6:45 left in the ball game. And it's all Robbinsville. Knights leading by 52 if you're keeping score at home. It is 66-14 with 6:45 remaining in the contest. 1 yard for Roman Jones. 3rd and 13. Tanner Hedden on the carry now. He gets 2 on that one. 4th down and 11. Another reminder, folks, tonight's game is being sponsored by Levin Contracting and Adams Lumber Company. Thank them for getting this broadcast on the air tonight. And we thank you for tuning in here on Facebook Live.
I thought he was 71.
Today is everybody's birthday.
Oh, yeah.
Handoff up the middle. Jude Campbell. Oh, check that. That is Quinn Jumper getting his first varsity carry.
That's going to be short.
Number 9, Person, and number 17, Sean Stiles.
That's a bad
It's a 4th down, 4th and 1 for the White Knights. It's 4th
So after
No, it's first down. It's first down.
That was 4th down, and the White Knights turned the ball over on downs.
So the Knights will turn the ball over on downs. Good effort by Quinn Jumper.
71's going in.
But the ball at midfield
Tyson Green. Green going. 71, Tyson.
as Tyson Green and some more of the Knights reserves. Avery Webster in the game, number 63. Weston Smoker playing, number 72. Quinn Jumper still in the game, number 82. Alexis Panama still in there, number 21. Carson Lovin over here at the bottom right corner of your screen.
Come on, Tyson.
And it looks like it'll be 1st and 10 now. 4:30 left to go in the ball game, and the Phoenix want to get one more on the scoreboard. Pass incomplete.
Number 1 is for
This early birthday wish to Samuel Wachacha. Happy 12th birthday on November the 8th. Happy birthday, Samuel Wachacha.
So it's going to be 2nd down and 10 now. Big pass by Austin, incomplete. Intended for Zavari Patterson. So it'll be 3rd and 10 now. 3:40 left to go here in the ball game.
Another special birthday wish, Patience and Ansley. We'd like to wish number 24, Jarrett Panama. Jarrett Panama, happy birthday to you from Patience and Ansley.
3rd down and 10 with 3:15 remaining here in this one. And it's one-sided, folks. If you're just tuning in, it's 66-14 Robbinsville here in the 4th quarter. Pass complete to Jaden Pena. Zeke Silvers makes the tackle, but that will move the chains to give the Phoenix another 1st down. 15 yards on that completion. And the Phoenix are trying their best to get one more touchdown for Charity here in the waning moments of this one. Robbinsville will host Cherokee next week for the 2nd round of the state playoffs. We will have that game for you here on Facebook Live. Pass incomplete. Carson Lovin there on the coverage. Second and 10 with 2:17 to go.
We've got to say something about Tyson. I don't know what, but I'm trying to figure something out.
Is he out there?
Yeah, heavy pass rush for Tyson Green. By Tyson Green, we got to say something.
2nd and 10 with 2 minutes to go in the ball game. And a handoff. Tackle made by Judge Schuler, number 76 for Robbinsville.
Number 76, Judge Schuler with a tackle for the White Knights.
23 on the carry. That is Camden Burrell.
That's good.
Gain
That's
of 1.
I know he loves that. Oh, I know he loves that. Thank you, Noah. And Keisha did too.
So 3rd and 9. Pass incomplete.
Ball's incomplete for the Phoenix. Pass incomplete on the far sidelines. Pass intended for number 4, James Penn. Falls
So 4th and 9. Minute 15 left to go, and this one's all but over with. Folks, we do really appreciate you tuning in tonight with us for the 1st round of the state playoffs here on Facebook Live. As we mentioned, we'll be back with you next Friday for the 2nd round as Robbinsville will welcome the Cherokee Braves in a Smoky Mountain Conference matchup. 2nd round of the state playoffs here on the Graham Star Facebook page. Pass complete, and that will be enough for a 1st down. 14 yards. Tyson Green and Austin Chris helped tackle him. And we got one more play left in us, I believe, folks, before this one's over with. And it is picked off by Carson Lovin. Lovin's going to try to run it back. We'll see what he can do. He's still on his feet. Finally pushed out of bounds at the 31-yard line. And an interception for Carson Lovin is going to do it for Winston-Salem. Their season's going to come to an end. Robbinsville will improve to 7-3. And we thank you very much for tuning in with us tonight, folks, here on Facebook Live. Your final score, 66-14. All Robbinsville. Thank you so much, folks. Have a good night, everybody, from Graham County.